You're only old once. A book for obsolete children by Dr. Seuss. With affection and afflictions with the members of the class of 1925. One day you'll read in the National Geographic of a faraway land with no smelly bad traffic. In those green pasture mountains of Fatafa Z, everybody feels fine at 103, 'cause the air that they breathe is potassium free, and because they chew nuts from a tut-tut tree. This gives strength to their teeth, it gives length to their hair, and they live without doctors, with nary care. And you'll find yourself wishing that you were out there in Fatafa Z, and not here in this chair in the Golden Years Clinic on Century Square, for spleen readjustment and muffler repair. Just why are you here? You're not feeling your best. You've come in for an eyesight and solvency test. Have you any idea how much money these tests are costing you? And if you're the type that gets finicky finnick, at this point you'll try to get out of that clinic. But they'll outwit you as quick as a winnick. The quiz docs will catch you. They'll start questionnaring. They'll ask you point blank how your parts are all faring and your grandfather's parts. And please try to recall if your grandma hurt most in the spring or the fall. Did your cousins have dreadful wild nightmares at night? Did they suffer such ailments as bus driver's blight, chimney sweep stupor, or broom picker's blight? And describe the main cause of your uncle's collapse. Too much alphabet soup, or martinis perhaps. And the next thing you know, when you finish that test, is somehow you've lost both your necktie and vest, and ogler is ogling your stomach and chest. Don't look, kids. Your escape plans have melted. You haven't a chance. For the next thing you know, both your socks and your pants and your drawers and your shoes have been lost for the day. The oglers have blossomed like roses in May, and silently, grimly, they ogle away. Didn't I tell you not to look, kids? What those oglers have learned are not ready to tell. Clinicians don't spout their opinions pell-mell, so you're back with the vestibule fish for a spell. Norval won't bring you much comfort, you know, but he's quite sympathetic as clinic fish go. There you'll sit several hours, growing tenser each second, fearing your fate will be worse than you reckoned, till finally Miss Becker, your beckoner, beckons to a booth where the world-renowned earman Von Kranel has perfected a test known as bellows and candle. If the wind from the bellows can't blow out the flame, you failed, and you're going to be sorry you came. You'll be told that your hearing's so murky and muddy, your case calls for special intensified study. They'll test you with noises from far and from near, and you'll get a black mark from the ones you can't hear. Then they'll say, "My dear fellow, you're deafer than most. But there's hope, since you're not quite as deaf as a post. We'll study your symptoms, we'll give you a call. In the meantime, go back and sit down in the hall." So you'll find yourself talking to Norval once more, and Norval will think you're a bit of a bore, because he has heard the same stories before. To this fish, you'll become a plain pain in the neck while you wait once again for Miss Becker to beck. But Miss Becker won't come. With great swish and great swank, a wheelchair will come. You've gained status and rank, and Weldon the Wheeler will say with great pride, "You have qualified, sir. You're now certified as a VIP case. You're entitled to ride. Through thin, through thick, I'll be at your backside." Dear Weldon will show you great sights as you go. Right now, you're writing down stethoscope row, and I know, no, they're like all our top patients. You're hoping to get yourself stuffed with some fine first-class scoping. So I'm sure you'll be simply delighted to hear that in the Eternal Organs Olympics last year, Doctors Schmidt, Smoot, Sinatra, Sylvester, and Fonts won 7 gold medals, 9 silver, 6 bronze. For the moment, however, we'll bypass this bunch. There's plenty of time to see them after lunch. We must see Dr. Pollen, our allergy whiz, who knows every sniffle and itch that there is. Dr. Pollen will find, as he works on your case, if the face power is wrong on your stepsister's face. He'll check your reactions to thumbtacks and glue, catcher's mitts, leaf mold, and cardigans too, nasturtiums and marble cake white and blue chalks, anthracite coal, and the feathers of hawks, also corn on the cob, also buffalo grease, and how you react when you're stared at by geese. You'll take copious notes. Then they'll hazard a guess. They'll send you downstairs to see Dr. Van Ness. Van Ness has enjoyed a high rate of success in his pioneer work in the study of stress, so you can be sure he'll stress you a trifle. Then you'll send you round to see Dr. Von Eiffel. Dietitian Von Eiffel controls the Wuffwiffer, our diet device and computerized sniffer, on which you just simply lie down and repose and sniff at good food as it goes past your nose, from caviar souffle to caribou roast, from pemmican patties to terrapin toast. You'll find out by sniff scan the foods you like most. And when that guy finds out what you like, you can bet it won't be on your diet. From here on, forget it. Then, into the new wing. We'll see Dr. Spreckles, our A&S man. Who does the three F's? Footsies, fungus, and freckles. And nextly, we'll drop in on young Dr. Gins, our A&S man who does antrums and shins. Of course, he'll refer to Doctors McGrew, McGuire, McPherson, and Bin and Ballou, and Timpkins and Tompkins, and Blinn and Ballou, Diller and Drew, Fitzsimmons, Fitzgerald, and Fitzpatrick, too. All of them will prescribe a prescription for you. For your pill drill, you'll go to room 663, where a voice will instruct you, repeat after me. This small white pill is what I munch at breakfast and right after lunch. At breakfast, I take the pill that's Kelly green before each meal and in between. These loganberry-colored pills I take for early morning chills. I take the pill with zebra stripes to cure my early evening gripes. These orange-tinted ones, of course, I take to cure my Charlie horse. I take the blues at 8:30 to slow my exhalation rate. On alternate nights at 9 p.m., I swallow pinkies, 4 of them. The reds, which make my eyebrows strong, I eat like popcorn all day long. The speckled browns are what I keep beside my bed to help me sleep. This long, flat one is what I take if I should die before I wake. When at last we're sure you've been properly pilled, then a few paper forms must be properly filled, so that you and your heirs may be properly billed. Whereupon, if you're smart, there's a very good chance that you'll meet soon again with your socks, coat, and pants. And you'll know, once your necktie's back under your chin and Norval's waved you Godspeed with his fin, you're in pretty good shape for the shape you are in. Theodore Seuss Geisel, March 2nd, 4th of September 24th, 1991. Theodore Seuss Geisel is quite, or Seuss, or Seuss Geisel, is quite or Lessig, is quite simply one of the most beloved children's book authors of all time. The books he wrote and illustrated under the name Dr. Seuss, and others he wrote but did not illustrate, include some other pseudonyms. The Seeker Rosetta Stone have been translated into 30 languages. Hundreds of millions of copies have found their way into homes and hearts around the world. Dr. Seuss's long list of awards includes Calicut Honor from McElkot's Pool, Fire in the Zoo, and Bartholomew Blick. The Pulitzer Prize, and 8 honorary doctorates. Works based on his original stories have won 3 Oscars, 3 Emmys, 3 Grammys, and a Peabody. Is this a children's book? Well, not immediately. You buy a copy for your child now, give it to them on their 70th birthday, and while you're waiting for that birthday to come, you can try out this book out on an obsolete child like you. The end.